SpongeBob put a glass dome on Gary, while the dome fit perfectly. The veins on the exposed pink skin looked a little scary. Then he put a helmet on Gary. But at that moment, Gary threw a magazine at SpongeBob. Bikini Bottom had a magazine specifically about snail shells. As SpongeBob flipped through the magazine, he suddenly saw the price, $9,595. SpongeBob thought it was too expensive, and Gary mocked him for being broke. Coincidentally, there was a TV program selling snail shells. Jack's snail shell shop had just opened, and because he had too much stock, he urgently needed to clear it out at a super low price, only $99.99 a snail shell. Just as Jack was enthusiastically reciting the advertisement, SpongeBob suddenly ran up to him. SpongeBob told Jack that he wanted to buy Gary a new snail shell. Jack was overjoyed. He first chose a pink snail shell, a perfect replica of Gary's original shell. Even the broken pieces were identical. The generous shopkeeper replaced Gary's shell again, only to have it broken by the mischievous SpongeBob. He didn't care about the shopkeeper's feelings and just grabbed the shells himself. The result was predictable. His carelessness destroyed many snail shells. The shopkeeper had no choice but to prepare a very hard shell for Gary. However, SpongeBob, blinded by the light, wandered around the store, knocking over shelves. One shelf after another collapsed, destroying most of the snail shells in the store. The few that survived were accidentally crushed by SpongeBob. I seriously suspect he did it on purpose. The kind shopkeeper, still thinking of giving him a shell, brought out the hardest one. This time, SpongeBob finally learned to be careful.
Before we do the handoff, let me take a few precautionary measures. Okay, first, shoes are tied, hands are dry, and now a thick layer of bubble wrap.
SpongeBob couldn't believe that even after all that, he could still break a snail shell. So, the moment he lifted it, the shell shattered again, but he still didn't realize the seriousness of the situation.
Yeah, but look at the bright side. I reduced your inventory for you.
The shopkeeper wasn't going to tolerate this anymore and angrily demanded that SpongeBob pay the price.
Are you really angry, or are you just trying to sound louder?
I'm really angry!
The boss demanded compensation from SpongeBob. SpongeBob had no choice but to hand over all his wages from over the years and even cut off his own limbs as compensation. This was no problem for SpongeBob, who had regenerative abilities. He ended up getting Gary a cardboard shell.
Gary, it's not that bad. Square looks good on anybody. Oh, who am I kidding? It looks terrible on you.
Just as they were crying their eyes out, Mr. Krabs appeared. SpongeBob asked him to help Gary find a new shell.
If you help me get Gary a shell, I'll work for free for the rest of the year.
Only if I can cut your health benefits for you.
Deal!
That night, Gary's shell problem was solved. It turned out Mr. Krabs had given him his own crab shell. At that moment, Mr. Krabs, now without a shell, barged in.
SpongeBob, my boy, I need to borrow a blanket.
There you go, Mr. Krabs.
Thanks, boyo. Now I'm all toasty.
I guess all shell that ends shell, huh, Gary?